everyone. Welcome to Tuesday Frontier Opening Bell. I am Bosun Omofaye, and I'm glad to have you on the show today. Let's get us always started on our market street. And the numbers you're looking at right now are all in the negative territory. The Nigerian market boxed yesterday, lost 50,000 psychological reading on Thursday, the day before the end of the month, gained that back briefly on Friday, bounced around a little bit, then came back down yesterday because the second largest cement maker, Boa Cement, dragged the market down in the main by the losses that we saw on that particular stock. The banking sector managed to finish in the green by 0.2%. The BRVM in Cote d'Ivoire was down by 0.33. The EGX for the second day this week down by 0.5%. The Nairobi Bourse down by 1.55%. A very choppy day for the stock market ahead of the August 9 general elections. And of course, the GSE fell by 0.42% despite some advances we saw in the shares of MTN Group and implants. So let's check in with the news across the East African corridor. The Central African Republic's cryptocurrency by the name Sango Coin is running into some headwind from across the markets because of backlash of that flotation of Sango Coin by the authorities in Central Africa. Election inflation. Election on August 9, inflation rising is not going to dim the growth outlook for this year. That's according to the Central Bank of Kenya. Election is on the 9th of August. Inflation is also rising with a bit of a pressure on the Kenyan currency. Now we're seeing a bit of a sell down as well in the equities market just ahead of the critical election for the administration in Nairobi. Kenya's inflation, it printed 8.3% on the month of July on the back of soaring food and fuel prices. In the meantime, Standard Chartered and IIM banks have the highest level of most expensive loan in Kenya. That's according to a new report. While Tanzania in East Africa is looking at the Dubai diamond markets. Okay, let's start checking with Nigeria. The Debt Management Office in Nigeria is floating two papers for the savings bond for this month, which opened yesterday and will be closing on Friday. The PMI manufacturing data from Nigeria shows a roaring 53.2 reading in the month of July from 50.9 in the month of June. PMI were looking downward across a number of countries from China to the US and a number of countries in Europe, but Nigeria seemed to have escaped as South Africa's PMI also went into contractionary mode, according to the latest data we had yesterday. Then the OPEC has a new Secretary General, Al-Ghais, who is from Kuwait. He will be the one sitting at the head of the table tomorrow, Wednesday, when OPEC Alliance meet for the first time since the death of his outgoing Secretary General, Nigerian born Mohammed Bakindo. That was last month. And the BRVM has admitted Ora Bank Togo's 5C FCTC's 7% 2021-2026 debt paper that's been listed at the debt segment of the BRVM. That's the Pan West African French-speaking exchange based in Abidjan, the financial capital of Cote d'Ivoire. And Waimu's region, inflation peaked at about 7.5% in the month of June. Senegal says its budget deficit is seen at about 2.9% of GDP by the year 2026. South Africa, we're just talking about the PMI there yesterday, negative reading around 47.6. South Africa's GDP was sitting at the threshold between contractionary mode and expansionary mode in the month of June. That was about 52.2, but that's down to 47.6. This month, petrol prices in South Africa is likely to reduce somewhat. By what margin? We'll keep an eye on that before in the next couple of days and let you know. AfriStrat Investment Holdings says it's lost about, consider 1.3 billion rand investment in microlender MyBox has lost money. Well, what actually happened a few years ago, AfriStrat Investment Holdings invested that much in the micro in the MyBox just to support its micro-lending activities. Now MyBox is gone. It's looking at a liquidation and all that, and 1.3 billion rand is 1.5 billion rand roughly is considered as lost investment. And the annual report for 2021 of the Black Economic Empowerment, the BBBE annual report commission is showing that the level of South African businesses owned by blacks was below 30% last year, despite the Black Economic Empowerment legislation, which was put in place about 20 years ago, and roughly 600 billion rand deals made so far. The number of blacks in boardroom position, owning businesses and all that continue to stay below 50% in South Africa, in a country where 4 out of every 5 citizens are blacks. And Zimbabwe says it's developing a new capital city that will cost $60 billion US. Congratulations. Let's see how that happens and how the funding will come through. Let's give you a few of the headlines across North Africa to get your Tuesday in motion, and then keep this in mind as you have your trading day, because Morocco has minted new coin to mark the 20th anniversary of King Mohammed VI's rule on the throne. And Egypt says its petroleum products and mineral resources production or revenue in total will be around 790, roughly 800 billion Egyptian pounds in the new fiscal year 2022 and 2023. That is a projection by the President Al-Sisi's administration. And foreign direct investments into Egypt surged 183% during this first quarter of this year, January to March, and that is the highest across Frontier Africa. And Ichem Rebai is the new general manager of Bank de Tunis. That's in Tunisia. And Saudi Arabia is looking to invest in the agri sector of the Kingdom of Morocco. Hope you enjoy the show. That's your Tuesday, the 2nd of August. I am boasting Omofaye. Go online and watch this show again, as well as other shows, videos, and other coverage that we have from you for you from time to time. Follow us on all the social media. On YouTube, you can find us. It's free. Subscription is free. Front Africa Reports on LinkedIn, on Twitter, Facebook, as well as Instagram. I'll see you next time. Bye for now.